Hello, this is Dre Rochelle today, broadcasting a message from GAIUS. GAIUS is the galactic allegiance of interdimensional infinite universes. Security is what it translates into in the English language for us as humans. And today I'm going to be channeling them. Probably going to be a short message, relatively short message, on why cord cutting doesn't work. Now let me explain. Continue listening. It's a very polarizing message. You may be triggered, especially if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, if you're a healer and you've done cord cutting for yourself or for clients. So, let us begin with a little bit of backstory. Paint you a picture. So, in the past, and currently, you may have been cutting cords to people and places and things that no longer serve you. We're going to use the example of an ex-boyfriend, an ex-lover, ex-client, ex-something that you just don't want in your life anymore, and you don't want them to influence you anymore and basically have their claws in you. So you yourself, either through a Google search, learn how to cut your cord, or you hire a healer to cut your cord for you. After you do the cord cutting, you're like, or you ask Archangel Michael, he's a very popular guy, to do cord cutting with, or you call on him to detach cords that you have to this particular person. And right after, you feel amazing. You're like, yes, I no longer have the cords of, we'll call him John Smith. Well, I no longer have the cords of John Smith influencing me anymore. Oh my God, I feel so good and so free. So, this is what we want you to think about. As time goes by, you start to think about John Smith again, that you had cut cords with, let's say, a week ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, a day ago. Doesn't matter how many times it was, like how long ago it was. This is the thing, this is the element nobody teaches you. And that we're here to inform you about, because there are so many of you guys in the collective that are doing this and then feeling great and then feeling like shit after, and then feeling like, oh my God, like healing doesn't work, and all of that negativity, being a negative Nelly about some of the things that you've experienced, or things that you thought would help break you free of something, and then it doesn't. So in today's video, we're just going to be doing cord cutting. So you went and you got your cord cut. You feel great. Woo! Time goes on. You have a thought. You have one thought of John Smith, your ex, that you had your cord cut whenever ago. As soon as you have the thought, you're thinking about them, you are quantum entangling with them. So many of you watching this may be like, I don't know what the fuck quantum entanglement is, GAIUS. The fuck is it? Please explain. So we're going to explain it to you in this way. Because it's like you have a clear, after your cord cutting, you have, okay, before you have your cord cutting, you have a piece of paper. And it is covered in dirt and debris and just crap from all the cords that have been intertwining, and all the quantum entangling you've been doing as you've been thinking about those cords and how much you don't like that person, and blah blah blah, all of that human stuff that goes on planet Earth with you humans. So then you get your cord cut. You now have a blank piece of paper. Here, maybe we will use a piece of paper as an example because we have one near us. So now you have a blank white piece of paper, which before, just imagine it was covered in crap, covered in, we're just going to say dust. It's an easy analogy to use. So you have a thought about your ex, about person you cut your cord with. So then you start to you start the quantum entanglement with them again. Well, what does that mean? So you went from having this clear white piece of paper. It's hard to get it in the camera, but I'm sure you all get it. And then we're going to use this pen mark has a flake of dust. We're going to have to make it a little bit big. So then you start to quantum. Oh no, where is it? So then you start to quantum in. So then you start to quantum entangle by having that thought of them. We look like we're frozen, so we're just gonna pause. Wait for it to unfreeze. There we go. So you have a thought of them. You quantum entangle with them again. Creates that flake of dust right there. So then you start thinking about them more and more and more. You start to quantum entangle with them more. So now you're clean slate, which happened after you had the cord cutting. Time goes by, even if it's only a day, an hour, whatever. You think of them. You start to quantum entangle with them again. So these particles are your particles and their particles. And you can picture them like they're just like dust particles, like just dancing in the air, like intertwining. With fingers intertwining, intertwining, intertwining. Every time you have a thought of them. So that is why sometimes, well, majority of the time, after you have had a cord cutting, you may find yourself in the future, even if it's a day, an hour later, whatever it is, having some of the same thoughts and patterns come back into you and your energy field, is because you're quantum entangling with them on an energetic level, which your thoughts can create your reality. Your thoughts are creating this weaving of your energy with their energy. So when this happens, we want you to be aware of that, what we just taught you today, and know that you have the power to ask Archangel Michael to recut the cords that have just come in. So this can seem like a tedious task. It is. Your thoughts can be really tedious. They just come in, how they come in. And it's up to you to be aware of what your thoughts are, and having this new awareness now, you're able to be like, oh no, I thought about Joe Smith You go, oh, I don't want to think about Joe Smith. Oh my God, like maybe he's thinking about me, right? Because it can happen in that way too. So then just set an intention like this. Goes, thank you, and I'm requesting Archangel Michael to use his sword or really big scissors to cut the cords that are between me and Joe Smith right now. Thank you so much. It is done. Something like that. You do you in your intentions. Make sure it is powerful and strong, power behind it. And every time you have that thought of Joe Smith, then you can continually ask Archangel Michael to come in and cut the cord on it. Right? What another more complicated issue would be that you could do is figure out why Joe Smith is coming back into your energy field to be quantum entangled with you. Maybe there is something else that needs to be done besides cord cutting. Maybe there's some lesson that you haven't quite learned yet. Maybe there's some forgiveness, releasing of anger, etc., that is required of you on your end to fully, truly cut the cords on that person and to no longer to have that quantum entanglement happen again and again and again. You as humans are on planet Earth with life lessons, and yeah, sometimes it's going around and around in a circle. Sometimes it's like an up and down, doop, 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 doop. And that is a part of your human experience there on planet Earth. And we hope that this analogy, this concept made sense for you. And yeah, share this video if you like it, if it resonates with you, and if you think other people can benefit from listening to it, learning from it. Thank you for listening to Joy Rochelle and her vocal technology, and the message from us, GAIUS, that we have for you. Even though our title says security on it, this is part of our security doing with it is education for the human race on thoughts and energy to really raise the collective consciousness of the planet in order for Earth to ascend and the universe and many galaxies to ascend with it. We need more of the humans' collective consciousness to evolve and rise higher, rise up to 5D and beyond. And sometimes there will be old concepts, like old parts of yourself that are in the old paradigm and the old beliefs and the old way of thinking, who is going to be like, this doesn't make sense, like what the fuck are they talking about? That's okay. That can be a part of your growth, or you can take this, you can think about it and go, holy fuck, that does make sense, and share it and become more aware of your thoughts and your actions and what you are doing to help raise consciousness. And sometimes it's just by being you, who you are right now on the planet, and with you educating yourself, watching videos like these, having it enter your conscious and your subconscious mind, that again opens up the holes in other people in the collective's energies as well, to be more open to other concepts that are coming in for New Earth energy. And we love you.